I'm Lisa Collins, coming to you live from NAB Show 2024, and I'm delighted to be joined by Hitesh Maisuri, who's from Bedrock Streaming. Thank you for being with us, Hitesh.
Thank you for having me.
Hitesh, tell us a bit about Bedrock Streaming.
Okay, so Bedrock was formed around 4 years ago within the Bertelsmann RTL group. So essentially, the challenge they were facing was that they had multiple tech stacks across the group. So they wanted to consolidate, have a single tech stack to, well, save money, drive innovation, drive scale and stability. So they were the kind of key primary challenges that we were brought in, or the entity was created to solve, essentially.
Excellent. What do you say your biggest differentiator is?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there's a number of ways of looking at it. Now, as an organisation, we're not a tech vendor. We look at things through the eyes of a broadcaster because of who we are. So we think about a real drive around innovation. And what I mean by that is actually talking to our customers, engaging with our customers day to day to understand what they need to deliver additional value to their consumers and obviously the bottom line. And the other aspect is around actually making sure that we can deliver services that are on par with the global giants. So the customer should be able to compete in their local market, but also compete against those global giants that are currently in their markets as well.
Okay, interesting. And
so it's a very different take on things.
Yeah, definitely. And this is your first NAB show.
Indeed.
What are you showing here?
So there's a number of things that we're showing. Our ability to deliver sports engagement features and non-scripted engagement features. So that's looking at how we take sports data, for instance, and visualize that for the consumer. So M6, for instance, are basically grasping all of that for the Euros that are coming up very soon. So that is a kind of a real driver for us. Is like, how do we drive innovation or drive engagement to drive dwell across those types of shows, essentially, whether it's sports or whether it's reality, essentially. The other thing we were looking at is audio and delivering podcasts, audiobooks, and other types of audio assets within an OTT application. And then looking at how we monetize that, whether it's their pay strategies, advertising, and looking at those sorts of models and driving additional value for the consumer that way and the customer that way.
Sounds exciting. And what can we expect from Bedrock next?
So we have a number of new features that we're looking at for the future. So we're starting to look at automotive and what that really means as we someday get to driverless vehicles. But actually, what does it mean today in your electric vehicle? And then I suppose we want to come back here in a kind of bigger and better way. So today, we've been blessed with our small little pod on the AWS Partner Village, but we're hoping to come back bigger and better next year.
And I was going to ask, obviously, it's your very first show.
Yeah.
How have you found it, and what advice would you give other new people looking to start?
Comfortable footwear is really important. You don't realize how big NAB is, how big we're in the Westfall. It is huge. When I compare it to, let's say, IBC, but also to get to other parts of the venue as well. So be prepared. The other thing I love about NAB is that we're able to talk to other vendors that we either are already doing business with or that we potentially want to do business with, and everyone is here essentially, which is great from a BD perspective. Because we're all sharing intel, but two, from a tech perspective, our product teams are kind of running around, scoping the market and seeing, what products and services could make sense for our next iterations of our products.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.